This is Katy and Joshua from the Bucket List Life, and today we are going to make an old-fashioned birdhouse. However, we decided to get a little creative with our birdhouses. I'm going to make a birdhouse, and Joshua's going to make a birdhouse. And I want y'all's opinion on whose is the most creative.
So not necessarily an old-fashioned birdhouse, but just a birdhouse. So this is like a birdhouse competition, and we're gonna see who comes up with the best birdhouse.
So shoot us a comment with your opinions. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is sand my pieces. Now, I would tell you what grit sandpaper this is, but I do not know. But it seems like it's still got some bile to it, so we're gonna go with it. I'm using this lovely spare block of cedar. Okay, now the sun's kind of bright. I can work a sander all day long. However, I am new to using this large, what is this called? Skill saw. So I have ushered in the help, the one-time help in this competition of my husband to cut on the line I have provided.
So this needs to be in consideration when you're thinking of.
I mean, it's just a small favor. I'm building walls.
So Katie put a little predator deterrent right here.
I don't really have a roof planned for my birdhouse. The roof is the Tupperware dish and the flowers. So the Tupperware dish and the flowers will catch the rain, and then will sprout these beautiful blooms. So it is not only a cardinal bird feeder, it is also a hummingbird supplier. Yeah, supplier.
Yeah, it's so intense.
Okay, now that I have got the house almost completely constructed, and there's no flaws in this thing whatsoever, no splitting of the wood, it's all level, it's all straight, it's all pristine for my birds. Now it's time to prepare the flower rooftop, my signature component. So most plants, if not all plants, need what are they called? Drainage holes in their container. So I'm just gonna take a nail, I'm gonna take my pink hammer, it's my special hammer, and I'm gonna do I'm gonna crack the plastic just a couple times because that creates drainage. And I'm going to transfer my beautiful petunias into my Tupperware dish, which I like the Tupperware dish especially instead of an actual like planting pot, because they had these large lips that I knew would catch on the walls and be structurally stable. We do need some extra dirt to fill in these gaps.
Put these low walls on each side.
How did you attain that shirt?
I used to work and volunteer at a wildlife rehabilitation center, and that's where I kind of discovered my love for wildlife. and birds in particular. So that's why today we're making birdhouses.
What's my nickname for you, Joshua?
Katie's plant lady, I'm Birdman. So the next step is I'm gonna put these walls right here. I'm gonna have one more wall right here.
Is it gonna have a ceiling, like a roof?
Yeah, it's gonna have like a lean-to roof. A pitch, not a lean-to. I'm onto the roof now. I'm trying to make a lean-to roof, but I also I'll have to cut an angle right here so it can sit flushly, these two side walls.
Have you ever done that before?
I have cut it at an angle before, yes.
So we currently have a bird feeder attached to our window right there, and we get birds all the time paying us a visit.
I'm gonna cut it at 45 degrees.
Let's see a 45-degree angle.
Did I cut all the way through?
Look at that cut. Clean, clean, clean. What happened?
Can't figure out angles, so just trying to figure out how to close this gap. I think if I do like this, I'm gonna cut two angles, flip it over. Now I can cover that gap. Look a little crooked, but that's all right.
I have to re-string it. Okay, on this episode of Check Out My Crib, we got Cedar of Paradise here. And Cedar of Paradise is no ordinary birdhouse. It has contraptions and it has a garden rooftop. So I want to show you how this actually is an automatic bird feeder. If you would just zoom in closely here, I have got a food chute sloped at an angle. So as the birds feed and this empties, it just automatically goes right back forward. So as a demonstration, I'm going to show you how easily it is done. See how it just goes to the right spot? Okay, and so as the birds eat, it'll just go down to the correct spot. I'm gonna do just a little bit more.
You gotta put all of it in.
Perfect, that's what I wanted. Okay, next for our garden rooftop right here. And so with a garden rooftop, you're not only feeding birds that feed on seed, but also hummingbirds that like the nectar. So beat that, Joshua.
So have you ever dreamed of a little cabin in the woods? Well, my little birds do. Check out the little crib, little cabin in the woods. I don't need this bird seed, right? Because what was the premise of our competition? It was a bird house, not a bird feeder, as Katy went. So I went with a little bird house. It's a little open concept birdhouse because we have a lot of cardinals around here. From what I've read, cardinals and robins like open concept. It being on this tree, I don't know for sure if they will come to this spot. They typically like where a lot of brushes or they like a lot of cover. So I'll keep it here for right now. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll put it in the woods somewhere so that they can stay over there. As you can see, it has a little chimney up here. Got a sloped roof, an open entryway for easy access.
So Joshua seemed to call me out on my bird feeder versus his birdhouse, and it seems like he acted like I did not understand the assignment. But in fact, I brought out the bucket list, and here on page 5 it says build a bird feeder. Keep that in mind.
My argument is, though, what was the rules set at the beginning of the video? And we were both stating birdhouse. So, Katie, leave in the comments below.
So in conclusion of this episode of the Bucket List Life, Joshua and I both learned how to do our best making bird
Feeder slash houses. Yeah.
Structures.
Bird structures. Okay.
And we learned a lot.
We really enjoy doing this little activity together. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So I saw a squirrel underneath the bird feeder, Katie's bird feeder, this morning, and it looks like he did what I thought he did. He probably jumped up, knocked all the food down, picked it up on the ground, and then look at the plant now. It's kind of tipped over. War with the squirrel, here we go.